Don't wiggle the table. Very, very careful. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Amber and Dan's Ketovore Life. So as most of you know, we started the Triple BBBE challenge on April 1st. And this is our first 14 days on the challenge. My starting weight was 227.8, and as of this morning, it is 219 even. And then yours was?
371.6.
And then this morning you were?
373.
Okay, so we're not sure what happened there. I did the same thing at the very beginning. I started out at like 220, I want to say 224. No, it was 227 when we started, and then I started dropping the weight. I was back down to gosh, I don't even remember now. And then I was going back up again. I was back up to like 224, and I'm like, what is going on here? And he's doing the same thing. The lowest you were was 363, right?
I was 369.
369?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, you were down to like 365.
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, anyway, so far, this is our first 14 days, and we're just going to give you a breakdown of everything we ate during the first 14 days.
Meat.
They want to know what kind of meat.
Beef.
It was more than beef.
Eggs.
What else?
Bacon.
What else?
That's about it.
You forgot the other B.
Oh, butter. Lots of butter.
Lots of butter.
Lots of butter.
And then yesterday I made Ketogenic Woman her carnivore triple BBBE bread, which I thought was delicious.
It was good.
It was good. Put it in the fridge because, you know, it is eggs. I didn't want it to spoil on the counter. So I took 2 slices and toasted it this morning. Put some butter on there. It was really good. I actually made a chuck roast last night. I'll get into that story a little bit later. But I was dipping it in the juice and putting the meat on top. That's what he was doing too. And it was freaking delicious. It was so good. It's like when you... before the carnivore keto lifestyle, when you would have a big bowl of beef stew and you'd have those homemade rolls and you'd dip it in the juice. But this was better than that. So anyway, so this is our 14 days so far. Now I'm just gonna give you guys a breakdown of what we ate the first 14 days. So stay tuned. Okay, so here we are, day 1. That night I made a hamburger quiche for dinner. It would have tasted better with maybe some chopped onion in it, but you know, it was okay. It was satiating. So, and then day 2, we broke our fast at around 11 a.m. with the classic bacon and eggs. I was able to stomach these eggs. I was very surprised because just can't do fried eggs, but they were good. And then dinner that night was, I grilled 2 beef pecana roasts. I get these at Walmart. They're around $20. They're really, really good. And they're at the top of the list with tri-tip roasts. And they grill up perfectly. They got the beautiful smoke ring. And they're just tender, juicy, flavorful all the time. And I did both of them to kind of prep ahead a little bit so we could have it the next day too. And then here I am showing you just how juicy and tender it is. And then here it is plated with a side of butter because I pretty much eat butter with everything. And then I was still hungry that night. So I just grabbed myself a spoonful of butter and ate that. And then on day 3, lunch was leftover hamburger quiche with some crumbled bacon on top. Okay, y'all. So, we are in a high wind advisory here. The noise you're hearing is the pressure release of my pressure cooker. So, we are in a high wind advisory right now. You can see out there. I mean, it's just blowing so hard, okay? I've been trying to film this food vlog for you guys for the channel. And I've had this meat in the pressure cooker and the power has gone out twice. So I released the valve and I'm gonna check the meat to see if it's, you know, close to being done. If not, we're gonna try this again and I'm just gonna post a picture of the meal later because this has just been turned into a big pain in the butt. We've already set our clocks once. But yeah, the wind is so bad here right now that it's causing our power to go out. So, yeah. So we're either going to have a video or we're not going to have a video today, but, it's looking like we're not, and I will just have to redo it, do it again. So anyway, just wanted to tell you all about my dilemma. I just wanted to share it with you. So I was finally successful with the stew meat in the pressure cooker, and I just creamed up some bone broth with butter and I put it all in the bowl, and it was like eating a beef soup. It was really, really good. And then the next day, on day 4, we had leftover pecana roast at 11 o'clock with some butter on the side, of course. And then on day 5, I made Gordon Ramsay's version of creme fraiche eggs minus the creme, and at around 8:30 a.m. And then, and if you have an egg version, I highly recommend it. Then I went to the store and got a good meat haul here. As you can see, some ribeye roasts, tri-tip roasts. Then for lunch, I made ground beef with crispy pork belly from the air fryer. And then I made a carnivore hollandaise sauce to go over it, which really helped with the ground beef. And then day 6, we did OMAD. We weren't really hungry all day. So for dinner, I grilled up some ribeyes and made some beef short ribs. And, of course, a side of butter with that. And then on day 7, I had leftover ground beef with the pork belly and hollandaise sauce and some leftover beef short ribs to break the fast for lunch. And then on day 8, we went over to my brother's house for Easter or birthday party. I made carnivore deviled eggs, which I will do a video vlog soon on how to make those. And then that night for dinner, we had ribeyes and burger patty. And the next day, day 9, I woke up and took my weight, and I dropped 5 pounds since the beginning of this challenge. So go me. And then Sunday, we went back over for Easter, and they had leftover hamburgers and hot dogs, which I know hot dogs aren't the cleanest, but it was better than the alternative. And then 2:15, we came home and we had some more creme fraiche eggs and bacon. And then on day 10, I started doing a little bit of meal prepping. So I've got the bones here on the pan, and I roasted them in the oven at 425 degrees for about 40 minutes to an hour. And then I placed them in the pressure cooker to start the bone broth. Then I started a tri-tip and some top sirloin steaks on the grill just to get us through for 2 days. And then I made bacon wrapped meatballs, which those were really, really good, but they definitely needed some kind of sauce like a sugar-free ketchup, sugar-free barbecue sauce. But we ate them plain, you know. And then here it is, the meatballs, a tri-tip roast, and I also made some butter bites, which I need to make some more because hubby absolutely loves them. And here is the finished bone broth in the pan. It's that nice golden color. And then for dinner, we had hard-boiled eggs, meatballs, and tri-tip roast. And, of course, a side of butter with some smoked sea salt. Then on day 11, we had tri-tip roast and sirloin steak. Then day 12, we had eggs and bacon. You know, just went with the classics. And then for dinner, we had ribeye. Okay, Dan, what did you think of the bread?
I like it.
And how was the chuck roast?
Good.
It good? Pretty nummy?
Mm-hmm.
Pressure cooked for an hour and a half, and Then I did it under the tender crisp thing for like 5 minutes. And it's sitting in all its glorious juices right here. And this is what's left of the bread. I better toast some before he eats it all. I also wanted to add real quick that my blood sugar was 109 this morning and Dan's is 147. So our blood sugars have dropped very, very significantly. And I have lost a total of 8.8 pounds in the last 14 days. So yay.